Welcome to today's episode. Today we're diving into something truly profound, especially in times of crisis: the innovative app known as igatha. Designed specifically for war zones and disaster-stricken areas, this app is making waves as a lifeline in circumstances where traditional communication methods fail. So let's break it down. Igatha is an open-source SOS signaling and recovery app that allows you to communicate for help when you really need it, all without relying on a network. It's available on both iOS and Android. Now you might be wondering, how does it work? Well, it's pretty neat. First, users open the app, grant it the necessary permissions, and enable Bluetooth. From there, you have a couple of options. You can manually send an SOS just by clicking Send SOS, but there's also an automatic feature that's particularly interesting. When you enable disaster detection, the app runs in the background. If it senses anything that sounds like a disaster, think earthquakes or severe storms, it sends you a notification asking, "Are you okay?" Now here's where it gets really interactive. If you don't respond within 2 minutes, or if you reply with "need help," the app automatically sends an SOS signal. But if you say, "I'm okay," it just disregards the situation. Pretty smart, right? One striking aspect of igatha is how it utilizes Bluetooth Low Energy, or BLE. Unlike GPS, BLE avoids potential jamming in disaster situations and operates entirely offline. That means it doesn't require internet connectivity, which can be incredibly unreliable when you need it most. But let's talk about why igatha is open source. The driving force behind open sourcing this app is transparency. In a crisis, trust is critical. With open source tools, anyone can check the security and privacy measures in place. It's one thing to use a proprietary app. It's another to know exactly how your data, or lack thereof, is handled. Another benefit of being open source is accessibility. By making the code readily available, it allows anyone who needs it to use, study, and even modify the app. Plus, the notion that war and disaster response tools should be community resources rather than just commercial products is a powerful one. When communities can collaborate and adapt these tools, they can tailor them to meet various crisis scenarios. And speaking of community impact, igatha's developers welcome contributions. If you're tech-savvy, you could help improve its effectiveness through testing, bug reporting, or even translating the app into different languages. They believe in the power of collective effort to enhance the app, which is genuinely inspiring. So as we wrap up, let's think about this. In a world that's sometimes chaotic and unpredictable, having tools like igatha can make a real difference. Imagine being in a situation where traditional communications have failed, and knowing you have a means to signal for help. It might just save lives. Before we finish, I want to leave you with this thought. How vital do you think technology can be in emergencies, and how can we make these kinds of tools even more accessible? As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for joining me today for this enlightening discussion on igatha. Until next time, stay safe and stay connected.